I'm still wearing the sweater you bought in July, watching the seasons and the strangers go by. I still check the weather in your part of town to see if the rain is still weighing you down. But I saw you last night in a photograph's glow, with a look in your eyes that I used to know. And it hit me like ice, like a punch to the chest, that you've already put all our ghosts to the rest. I'm still memorizing the lines on your palm, while you're finding shelter in someone else's calm. I'm holding the matches, waiting for a spark, while you're already dancing away from the dark. And it's a lonely race when you're the only one running. I didn't see the end, I didn't see it coming. I'm still drowning in everything we used to be, while you wash the salt and the sand off of me. I'm a page in a book that you've already closed, a secret of yours that's been safely exposed. It's the ultimate sin, the hardest of truths, that I'm still the us, but you're back to you. I was still holding on, but you let go at the worst, and it kills me to know that you forgot me first. Do you still take your coffee with sugar and cream, or did she change the habits of your every dream? I'm haunted by details you likely erased, like the way that the moonlight looked on your face. I'm a ghost in your hallway, a blur in your mind. There's something you're happy to leave far behind. I'm still bleeding out from the words that you said, while you're building a brand new life in your head. How was it so easy? How was it so fast to turn all our forevers into the past? I'm still at the altar, I'm still in the pews, while you're the headline of someone else's news. And it's a lonely race when you're the only one running. I didn't see the end, I didn't see it coming. I'm still drowning in everything we used to be, while you wash the salt and the sand off of me. I'm a page in a book that you've already closed, a secret of yours that's been safely exposed. It's the ultimate sin, the hardest of truths, that I'm still the us, but you're back to you. I was still holding on, but you let go at the worst, and it kills me to know that you forgot me first. Yeah, you forgot me first, before the ink was even dry, before I even had the chance to say goodbye. I'm still remembering every single thing, but I'm just a song that you no longer sing. You forgot me first. You forgot me first. You forgot me first. The half-full glass is sitting on the nightstand by the bed, next to the open book you haven't finished yet or read. Your shoes are in the hallway like you're coming back for tea, but the silence in the driveway tells a different tale to me. The heater's still humming, the house is still warm, but I'm standing in the center of a silent, sudden storm. bags beside the door. No heavy clouds to warn me what the sky had held in store. One minute you were always, the next you were a ghost in the house where I was certain that you loved me the most. And oh, you left without warning. You slipped through the light. You didn't leave a letter. You didn't start a fight. I was dreaming of our later while you were checking out, leaving me to drown inside a sea of sudden doubt. It's the shock of the cold, it's the snap of the line, thinking you were home when you were running out of time. The sun came up this morning, indifferent and blue, but I'm waking up to a world that's missing you. I'm retracing every second of the day we had before, searching for a shadow or a hand against the door. Did I miss the way you looked at me? Was there a secret side? Did the I love you sound different when you didn't say goodbye? Now every ordinary thing is a jagged, broken glass, watching all the future plans we made just wither in the grass. If you'd screamed it from the rooftops, if you'd broken every plate, I could find a way to handle all this heavy, hollow weight. But you left the TV humming, and you left the porch light on like you just stepped out for a moment, but you're permanently gone. It's the lack of an ending, it's the missing final page that's keeping me a prisoner inside this empty cage. And oh, you left without warning. You slipped through the light. You didn't leave a letter. You didn't start a fight. I was dreaming of our later while you were checking out, leaving me to drown inside a sea of sudden doubt. It's the shock of the cold, it's the snap of the line, thinking you were home and you were running out of time. The sun came up this morning, indifferent and blue, but I'm waking up to a world that's missing you. The keys are on the counter, the car is in the drive, but I'm the only person in this house who's still alive. You left without warning, no sorry, no stay, just a million miles of nowhere in a single breath away. You just left. I'm standing in the doorway where the shadow meets the light, in the 2020 Swiss winter of this long and lonely night. I found the letter in the drawer, the one with edges frayed, full of all the old ways and the vows that you once made. You said the world could crumble and the stars could lose their glow, but you were the one constant that would never ever go. I built my house on every word that fell from off your tongue. I breathed the air of every song that we had ever sung. I didn't have a plan B, and I didn't have a doubt, because I believed the fire was never going out. But the bed is cold and the house is quiet, and the truth is hard to face. You're 1,000 miles of gone inside this empty room space. You swore you'd be the anchor when the tide began to sway. You promised you'd be here, you promised you'd stay. Now I'm chasing down the echoes of a heart that's turned to stone, living in the wreckage of a forever I'm on and alone. It's a lie that does the damage, it's the price I had to pay. Because you promised you'd stay. I see a toothbrush on the sink, a ghost of what was real, a jagged little reminder of the way I'm supposed to feel. Was it easy just to pack it up and walk into the blue? Did you forget the me that was so wrapped up inside of you? Every I'll never leave is now a ghost inside the hall, watching every picture that you promised wouldn't fall. If you told me it was fleeting, if you told me it wouldn't, I wouldn't have let my whole life on your heartbeat depend. But you looked me in the eye and you whispered to the dark that you'd be the one to carry every light and every spark. Now I'm drowning in the never, and I'm freezing in the no, watching the one person who said they'd never go. But the bed is cold and the house is quiet, and the truth is hard to face. You're 1,000 miles of gone inside this empty room space. You swore you'd be the anchor when the tide began to sway. You promised you'd be here, you promised you'd stay. Now I'm chasing down the echoes of a heart that's turned to stone, living in the wreckage of a forever I'm on and alone. It's the lie that does the damage, it's the price I had to pay. Because you promised you'd stay. You said forever, you said I'm yours. Now I'm just a stranger behind locked and bolted doors. I'm still here, just like I said I'd be. But you're the one who broke the vow and walked away from me. You promised you'd stay. I'm standing in the doorway of this cold 2020 sweet storm, watching the tire tracks on the frosted oval lawn. The echoes of the door slam are still ringing in my head, while I'm drowning in the wreckage of the things we never said. I expected a tragedy, I expected some regret, but the look upon your face is the thing I can't forget. You didn't look like someone who was losing their whole world. You looked like a flag that had finally unfurled. I was prepared for the screaming, I was ready for the rain, I was braced for the impact of a mutual kind of pain. But you reached for the handle with a light in your eyes and handed me the over like a beautiful prize. Because you walked away smiling like you'd finally been free, while I'm the only one left here to suffer and to bleed. It wasn't a goodbye, it was a long awaited yes to a life that didn't involve me or this broken hearted mess. You looked so relieved to be leaving me behind, while I'm a prisoner of the us that I can't unwind. The ultimate sting, the hardest truth to file, that you ended my world with a beautiful smile. The neighbors saw you leaving and they thought you were just fine. They didn't see the earthquake crossing over every line. I'm checking all the mirrors to see what I missed in the years of our forever and the ghosts of every kiss. Were you already gone while I was holding on so tight? Were you planning your escape in the middle of the night? Now the sun is coming up and it's hitting the floor where you stood for a second before you walked out the door. If you cried just a little, if you looked a bit sad, I could tell myself that losing me was something almost bad. But you look like a prisoner who just found the key, like the heaviest part of your life was me. It's a terrifying mercy, it's a cold kind of grace to see that much happiness on your departing face. Because you walked away smiling like you've finally been free, while I'm the only one left here to suffer and to bleed. It wasn't a goodbye, it was a long-awaited yes to a life that didn't involve me or this broken-hearted mess. You look so relieved to be leaving me behind, while I'm a prisoner of the us that I can't unwind. It's the ultimate sting, the hardest truth to file, that you ended my world with a beautiful smile. You were glowing as you stepped into the street, when my world was collapsing underneath my feet. You didn't look back, you didn't even blink, you just walked into the light, while I started to sink. How could you be that happy to go? You walked away smiling. Yeah, you walked away smiling. I'm still walking softly on the floorboards we shared, afraid I'll disturb the ghost of how much you cared. The calendar's frozen, the pages won't turn on the lessons in leave I didn't wanna learn. I close every window, I bolt every door, but your shadow keeps dancing across the kitchen floor. I try to drown it out with the rain on the glass, or the sound of the engines as the city cars pass. But there's a frequency hidden a hole in my chest, a frequency that never lets my spirit rest. Because your goodbye still echoes in the hallway at night. It's the last thing I hear when I turn out the light. It wasn't a whisper, it wasn't a scream, it's the permanent static in every single dream. I'm reaching for silence, but the walls speak your name, and the ringing in my ears is the ghost of your blame. Time was supposed to make the memory go hollow, but your goodbye is the only sound I can follow. steam from the coffee looked exactly like you. I heard a stranger laugh from 3 tables away, and I felt the foundations of my heart start to sway. It's a haunting, it's a loop, it's a song on repeat. The sound of your footsteps retreating down the street. They say that sound eventually dies, that the vibrations fade like the light in your eyes. But yours is a thunder that won't leave the sky, a never-ending version of the word goodbye. It's bouncing off the ceiling, it's shaking the frame. Every nothing I whisper sounds just like your name. Because your goodbye still echoes in the hallway at night. It's the last thing I hear when I turn out the light. It wasn't a whisper, it wasn't a scream. It's the permanent static in every single dream. I'm reaching for silence, but the walls speak your name, and the ringing in my ears is the ghost of your blame. Time was supposed to make the memory go hollow, but your goodbye is the only sound I can follow. I still hear it, the click of the lock, the breath before you spoke, the way the air fell right before it broke. It's still echoing in the dark, in the cold, a story that never stops being told. Your goodbye, it's all I hear. Your goodbye, it's all I hear. I remember when your touch was a summer afternoon, and your voice was the light of a rising harvest moon. I could warm my frozen hands just by being in your space, finding every kind of shelter in the lines upon your face. But the seasons started shifting in the middle of a breath, and I felt the first arrival of a slow and quiet death. The coffee stayed hot, but the kitchen felt like ice. I was paying for a heaven with the heavy frozen price. I reached across the sheets just to find a jaguar, watching every single ember start to flicker and to fall. Because your love turned cold like a winter with no end. I'm shivering in the shadows of a lover and a friend. It's a frostbite of the spirit, it's a blizzard in the chest, to realize I'm a stranger in the place I used to rest. You didn't have to leave to put the fire out tonight. You just let the darkness swallow every bit of light. I'm freezing in the memories of the way we used to be. Because your love turned cold and it's buried me. Now you look right through me like I'm made of window pane, and your I love you sounds as hollow as the falling rain. There's a mist between our bodies every time we try to speak, and the strength I used to lean on has become so brittle and weak. I'm wearing all my layers, but I'm shaking at the core, waiting for the person doesn't live here anymore. I take a burning anger, I take a screaming fight over this indifferent and sub-zero kind of night. This silence is a glacier, it's a heavy white-out blur, and I'm losing who I am to the person that you were. You're a statue in the hallway, you're a ghost inside the hall, and the temperature is dropping till there's nothing left at all. Because your love turned cold like a winter with no end. I'm shivering in the shadows of a lover and a friend. it's buried me. It's January in your eyes, it's midnight in your heart. I'm watching all our forevers slowly fall apart. I'm just a candle waiting for a breeze, watching my whole world begin to freeze. Your love turned cold. Yeah, it's so cold now. I'm sitting across from the ghost of your face, in the heavy remains of this hollowed out space. I'm asking you questions, I'm fishing for clues, I'm begging for goodbye or even bad news. But you're staring at nothing, your hands in your lap, while the world that we built starts to bend into a snap. The clock on the mantle is the only one talking, while I'm in the hallway just pacing and walking. I used to know the words behind every sigh, the hidden I love you in the corner of your eye. But the signal has died and the static is thick and the quiet is hidden like a ton of a brick. Because your silence says everything is louder than a scream. It's the final no thank you to every shared dream. You don't have to tell me that the fire is out when the cold in the room is what you're talking about. It's the heaviest sentence I've ever been told, a story of nothing that's starting to unfold. I'm screaming for answers, I'm dying for why, but your silence says everything. It's just a long form goodbye. The 2020 swings so in a settle in the hall, and I'm watching our memories turn to dust on the wall. If you tell me you hate me, I know where to stand. If you tell me you're leaving, I let go of your hand. But you're keeping me anchored in this wordless despair, where the absence of noise is too much to bear. Give me a maybe, give me a lie, just give me a sound before the last of us die. This quiet is a weapon, this quiet is a wall. It's the sound of a heart having nowhere to fall. You're holding the truth like a stone in your throat, while I'm out here sinking in a little wooden boat. Because your silence says everything, it's louder than a scream. It's the final no thank you to every shared dream. You don't have to tell me that the fire is out when the cold in the room is what you're talking about. It's the heaviest sentence I've ever been told, a story of nothing that's starting to unfold. I'm screaming for answers, I'm dying for why, but your silence says everything. It's just a long form goodbye. Shh, can you hear it? The sound of the end, the sound of the never that you won't even defend. I'm listening, but there's nothing to hear, just a roar of the nothing and the ghost of the fear. I hear you loud and clear. Your silence says everything. Yeah, it says it all. I'm looking at the ledger of the years I spent on us, watching all the gold we had settle into rust. It's 2020 sweets and I'm standing in the cold, counting up the pieces of the life that I was sold. I traded in my hobbies and I I traded in my friends. I followed every road of yours to see where it would end. I carved away the parts of me that didn't fit your frame, until the only word I knew how to whisper was your name. I thought it was an investment, I thought it was a seed that would grow into the only kind of shelter I would need. But you were just a fire that was looking for a spark, and you left me with the ashes in the middle of the dark. Because loving you cost everything, it bankrupted every dream. I gave you every drop of me until I hit the scene. I traded in my future for a now that didn't last, and now I'm paying interest on a broken-hearted past. I'm hollowed out and empty, I'm a ghost inside a shell. I gave you heaven, but you left me in this hell. I'm standing at the checkout with a heart that's lost its ring. Because loving you, it cost me everything. I don't know what I like to do or where I wanna go. I'm a stranger to the person that I used to really know. I let you take the steering wheel and drive me off the map. I let you take my confidence and break it in your lap. I see you found a brand new start, a clean and shiny page, while I'm still living like a prison inside this empty cage. Was it worth the silence? Was it worth the heavy air? To give up every part of me just to keep you standing there. I'm a house with no foundations, I'm a bird with clipped up wings, living in the wreckage of 1,000 maybe things. I gave you all my currency, I gave you all my time. Now I'm the only victim of a slow and quiet crime. Because loving you cost everything, it bankrupted every dream. I gave you every drop of me until I hit the scene. I traded in my future for a now that didn't last, and now I'm paying interest on a broken-hearted past. I'm hollowed out and empty, I'm a ghost inside a shell. I gave you heaven, but you left me in this hell. I'm standing at the checkout with a heart that's lost its ring. Because loving you, it cost me everything. Everything, my laughter and my life, the way I used to sleep through the middle of the night. I'm at zero now, I'm starting from the floor, but I don't think I'll ever be the person I was before. I have nothing left. Loving you cost everything, yeah, it cost it all. I found that old movie stub tucked inside my drawer, the one from the night we didn't care what was in store. I used to look at it and feel a warmth in my chest, a souvenir of a heart that had finally found its rest. But today the ink feels like a needle in my skin, reminding me of the us that I can't let back in. The sunlight hitting the floor where you used to dance, it's just a spotlight on a ghost and a broken chance. They say don't be sad that it's over, be glad it occurred, but that's the loneliest lie that I've ever heard. Because the higher we flew, the harder the ground, and I'm choking on the echoes of every beautiful sound. Because the memories hurt more now that you're gone. They're the shadows that haunt me at the break of the dawn. They used to be my shelter, they used to be my light. Now they're the jagged edges cutting through me every night. I'm a prisoner of the good times, a victim of the sweet, watching every happy moment turn into a slow defeat. I'd rather forget it all than live with what I lost. left to hold. I could wrap myself in anger to keep out the cold, but the perfect is the poison, the wonderful is the knife. It's the beauty of our history that's draining out my life. I'm haunted by the kindness, I'm tortured by the grace of the love that ripped a hold and looking can't be tears because the memories hurt more than it cost. They're sharper than the pain, they're the only thing left of you in the 2020s was red. The cost. The hardest part. The memories hurt more now. Yeah, they hurt more now. The winter was a season I could weather. The time would pull the freight ends back together. I waited for the healing and they keep talking about, but the fire's gone cold and the pilot lights out. The clock keeps ticking but the air is stuck, like a bird in a cage with a door that is stuck. I used to think of you in waves far apart. Now you're the very rhythm of my breaking heart. It's not a passing cloud or a temporary rain. It's the new architecture of my everyday pain. Because missing you feels permanent. It's written in the stone. It's the shadow in the corner. It's the vibration in my bones. It's not a phase I'm crossing. It's the ground where I'ma stand. A map of a country where I'm never touching land. I've stopped looking for the after. I've stopped looking for the then. Because us is a book that won't be open again. It's a stain on the soul. It's a hole in the sky. Missing you feels permanent, and I don't know why. I bought new sheets, but they still smell like your skin. I changed the locks, but the memories walking. There's a ghost in the passenger seat of my car, reminding me exactly how absent you are. I've memorized the silence where your voice used to be, until the void is the only thing that's talking to me. They say the scars will fade, that the edges get round, but I'm still screaming into the same patch of ground. It's not a get over it, it's a live through the ache. It's the It's just who I am now. Permanent. You say it's permanent. I watched your taillights vanish in a blur of midnight rain. I felt the gears of you and I slip beneath the strain. You took the maps, you took the plans, you took the morning sun, and crossed the border of the life that we had just begun. But as the distance grew between your window and the street, I felt a tether snap inside that made the loss complete. You're driving toward a city where nobody knows my name. You're changing all the rules until it's just a different game. But I'm still standing on the curb where you said your last goodbye, caught between the concrete and a heavy hollow sky. Because you moved on, but my heart stayed behind, locked in a moment that I can't seem to unwind. You're miles ahead, chasing a brand new kind of light, while I'm a prisoner of that final Friday night. I'm a house without a tenant, I'm a clock without a hand, I'm a ghost still haunting the borders of our land. Your body left the room, but I'm still in the dark. My heart stayed behind, and it's looking for your spark. I see you posting photos from a beach I've never seen, laughing with some strangers in a world of blue and green. It looks so easy for you, like you're shedding old winter coat, while I'm still out here drifting in a sinking wooden boat. I try to pull the anchor, try to find a different track, but I can't find the me that isn't begging to go back. They say that time is movement, that the world is gonna spin, but I'm stuck in the doorway of the place we used to win. I'm the shadow of the person that you used to wanna hold. I'm the only one left standing out here in the cold. You took the future with you and you didn't even know that you left the best of me with nowhere left to go. Because you moved on, but my heart stayed behind, locked in a moment that I can't seem to unwind. You're miles ahead, chasing a brand new kind of light, while I'm a prisoner of that final Friday night. I'm a house without a tenant, I'm a clock without a hand, I'm a ghost still haunting the borders of our land. Your body left the room, but I'm still in the dark. My heart stayed behind, and it's looking for your spark. You didn't get the message, you didn't get the news. You're still waiting for the sound of your walking shoes. Go ahead and run, go ahead and be free. But my heart stayed behind, and it won't come back to me. It stayed behind. It's still yours. The calendar flipped to 2026 today, but I'm still living in the month you went bedside light. I'm still leaving room for you in the middle of the night. The coffee pot is set for two, though I only pour for one. I'm still waiting for the moon to tell the secrets to the sun. I know the logic, yeah, I've heard what all the experts say, but my mind is on a journey that my heart won't take. I've practiced my I'm over it, I've learned to play the part. I tell the world I've made a brand new solitary start, but as soon as the door is locked and the city goes to sleep, I'm diving back into the promises I swore that we would keep. Because my heart still waits, it hasn't heard the news. It's still sitting on the porch, staring at your walking shoes. It doesn't understand the gone, it doesn't feel the never. It's still convinced that we are meant to be, oh we forever. I've told it that you're happy now, I've told it you moved on, but it's holding its breath until the breaking of the dawn. It's a stubborn kind of sorrow, a beautiful mistake. My heart still waits, and it refuses to break. I saw you at the station with a suitcase in your hand, looking like a traveler from a distant, different land. You looked right through me like I was made of window pane, and I felt the cold arrival of a deep and steady rain. But even as you walked away, even as you disappeared, my heart was making excuses for the ending that I feared. Is it hope or is it madness? Is it love or is it grief? To be a fallen branch that still believes it's just a leaf. I'm a house with all the lights on, waiting for a key to a door that's been boarded up by reality. But you can't tell a heartbeat that the rhythm has to change when everything without you feels terrifying and strange. Because my heart still waits, it hasn't heard the news. It's still sitting on the porch, staring at your walking shoes. It doesn't understand the gone, it doesn't feel the never. It's still convinced that we are meant to be, oh we forever. I've told it that you're happy now, I've told it you moved on, but it's holding its breath until the breaking of the dawn. It's a stubborn kind of sorrow, a beautiful mistake. My heart still waits, and it refuses to break. It's still waiting like a letter with no name, like a moss beside a flame. I'm trying to move forward and I'm trying to be free, but my heart is still back there, waiting for you to come home to me. It won't let go. My heart still waits. Yeah. I've been practicing my flying in the hallway mirror, trying to make the light sound a little bit clearer. I tell my friends I'm doing great, I'm finally moving on. I say I don't miss the coffee or the way you watch the dawn, but as soon as I'm alone and the world goes gray, the facade starts to crumble and the mask falls away. I can convince my mind that I've let you go. I can tell my heart that it's time to move slow, but there's a biological honesty I can't hide, a rising tide of nothing that's hollowed out inside. Because my tears know the truth even when I don't. They say the things that my pride simply won't. They're the salt in the wound, they're the truth, yeah, they're the only proof. They're the only proof. The sheets are still cold on the side where you slept. Despite all the growth and the boundaries I've kept, I see your favorite book and I don't even blink. Then suddenly I'm standing at the edge of the sink, and the flood starts to happen before I can breathe. A physical mourning for the things you didn't leave. It's a heavy kind of water, it's a dark kind of rain. The only honest thing left in a world full of pain. You can't argue with the sting, you can't debate with the blur of a heart that's still reaching for the person you were. My eyes are the witnesses, they're telling on me, showing the world what I won't let them see. Because my tears know the truth even when I don't. They say the things that my pride simply won't. They're the salt in the wound, they're the ink on the page, the physical breaking of this emotional cage. I can tell every stranger that I'm doing just fine, but the tracks on my face are crossing every line. I can lie to the world under a 20/20 clearly proof, but my tears know the truth, yeah, they're the only proof. They're the only proof. They're falling now, and they don't care who's watching. They're the sound of a heart that's finally stopping. I'm okay, I'm okay. No, I'm not, because my tears know the truth. They know the truth. I'm looking at the Polaroids from New Year's Day. The ink is sharp, but the colors feel gray. It's 2020 seeps and the world is moving fast, but I'm still haunted by a shadow of the past. You wrote forever on the back of my hand in a language I thought we both could understand, but the ink didn't sink as deep as the bone. Now I'm standing in this kitchen entirely alone. I used to think time was a circular ring that would hold us together through everything, but it's just a straight line heading for the door, leading to a life where you don't live here anymore. And it's a heavy kind of silence, a bitter kind of truth, to watch the end of us and the dying of our youth. We built a cathedral out of promises and light, but the roof gave way in the middle of the night. You were my anchor, you were my mast, but the always we whispered was never meant to last. No, our forever didn't last, it just ran out of gas. I'm still finding your hair on my favorite coat, and the I love you echoes in every note I wrote. Did we lose the map, or did we lose the spark, or did we just get tired of walking through the dark? I see you're posting photos in a city far away, looking like you finally found a better way to stay, while I'm checking the mailbox for a letter that won't come, trying to find a rhythm in the hollow and the hum. If forever has an ending, then what was it for? Why did we open up every single door to be left with the drafts and the dust on the floor, and a heart that doesn't know how to beat anymore? It wasn't a tragedy, it wasn't a crime, we just became a victim of the passing of time. And it's a heavy kind of silence, a bitter kind of truth, to watch the end of us and the dying of our youth. We built a cathedral out of promises and light, but the roof gave way in the middle of the night. You were my anchor, you were my mess, but the always we whisper was never meant to last. No, our forever didn't forever didn't last. The clock on the wall has a heavier ring than any goodbye or the words that you fling. I used to complain that we argued too much, but I give my life for a spark or a touch. Now the house is a cavern of hollowed out air, and I'm losing my mind to the ghost in that chair. I'm screaming your name, but the walls don't respond. I'm reaching for us, but I've hit the beyond. Noise was a comfort, a sign we were there. Now the quiet is more than a spirit can bear. Oh, I thought the shouting was the hardest part, but the stillness is what's tearing open my heart. No slamming of doors, no I'm sorry or please, just the sound of the wind moving through all the trees. Your voice used to anchor the world in its place. Now I'm drifting through static and empty room space. I'm begging for echoes, I'm desperate for sound, 'cause the silence hurts more now that you're not around. I left the TV on just for the hum, to drown out the person I've slowly become. I'm counting the floorboards, I'm tracing the dust, watching the weed turn to you and to rust. The ring on the nightstand makes a terrible clink. It's the loudest thing here when I stop and I think. Break a glass, throw a stone, make a mess of the hall. Just give me a reason to feel anything at all. This nothing is heavy, this nothing is loud. It's a suffocating weight like a funeral cloud. I take 1,000 I hate yous over this void, over the beautiful silence of a love you destroyed. Oh, I thought the shouting was the hardest part, but the stillness is what's tearing open my heart. No slamming of doors, no I'm sorry or please, just the sound of the wind moving through all the trees. Your voice used to anchor the world in its place. Now I'm drifting through static and empty room space. I'm begging for echoes, I'm desperate for sound, 'cause the silence hurts more now that you're not around. It's deafening. The space where you were is a roar in my ears. It's the only thing left after all of these years. Can you hear it? Sound of me breaking. Yeah, the silence hurts more now. I'm sitting in the grocery store, staring at the shelf, trying to be a version of a stronger looking self. Then I see that brand of tea you used to drink at night, and suddenly the fluorescent world doesn't feel so bright. I didn't plan a break today, I had a schedule to keep, but the ocean in my chest is getting wide and getting deep. I try to blink it back, I try to look away. I tell my heart to wait for a more convenient day. But sorrow is a landlord that doesn't ring the bell. It just moves back into the rooms where we used to dwell. Because tears don't ask permission, they don't wait for the dark. They don't care if I'm in public or sitting in the park. They're the salt upon the wound, they're the rain upon the stone, the physical reminder that I'm standing here alone. I can't lock them in a box or hide them in a sleeve. They're the only honest things that you didn't take or leave. They're a riot in my eyes, a ghost that won't be tamed. Tears don't ask permission to scream out your name. My friends say keep your chin up and keep your spirit high, as if I have a choice in what's falling from my sky. But I'm a dam that's cracking, I'm a bridge that's giving in to the weight of all the us that's buried underneath my skin. I'll be halfway through a sentence, halfway through a smile, then the grief comes back to haunt me for another mile. It's a messy kind of morning, it's a public kind of hell to have your body betraying what you're trying not to tell. I'm a spill on the floor, I'm a leak in the roof of a love that died too young and left me for the proof. You can't negotiate with gravity or the way the water flows, and you can't tell a heartbreak when it's time to go. Because tears don't ask permission, they don't wait for the dark. They don't care if I'm in public or sitting in the park. They're the salt upon the wound, they're the rain upon the stone, the physical reminder that I'm standing here alone. I can't lock them in a box or hide them in a sleeve. They're the only honest things that you didn't take or leave. They're a riot in my eyes, a ghost that won't be tamed. Tears don't ask permission to scream out your name. They're falling now, and I can't make them stop. Every memory of you is another heavy drop. So let the people stare, let the world see the mess. I'm just an empty house in a state of duress. I tried to be brave, I really did. But tears don't ask permission. No, they just take what's left. They just take what's left. I'm looking at the person sitting 3 feet to my left, but I'm feeling the cold shiver of a sudden quiet death. You're wearing that blue sweater that I bought you for your birth, but you're acting like a traveler from a different kind of earth. We're sharing the same ceiling and we're breathing the same air, but I'm reaching for a ghost who isn't really even there. Your phone is on the table, face down like a wall between the us we used to be and the nothing of it all. I know your middle name and the way you take your tea, but I don't know the person who is looking back at me. Oh, it's a terrifying thing to watch the light go out, to see the always in your eyes turn into maybe and a doubt. We're living in the same house, but the locks have all been changed. Every memory we planted has been slowly rearranged. I didn't lose you to a distance or a city or a flight. I lost you to the silence in the middle of the night. It's the hardest kind of morning, the cruelest kind of danger, to wake up to the person that became try to start a fire with the sparks of who we were, but you're a jagged outline and a static heavy blur. I bring up that one summer, but you don't even blink. I'm standing on the edges while you're letting the ship sink. You're a book I've read 1,000 times, but the words are shifting now. A different kind of language and a different kind of vow. I'd rather you be angry, I'd rather you be gone, than to have this hollow version of you linger until dawn. It's the unknown in the known, it's the who instead of you. Watching the familiar turn into something cold and new. You're a house I used to live in, but I don't have the key. And you're looking at me like you've never even seen me. Oh, it's a terrifying thing to watch the light go out, to see the always in your eyes turn into maybe and a doubt. We're living in the same house, but the locks have all been changed. Every memory we planted has been slowly rearranged. I didn't lose you to a distance or a city or a flight. I lost you to the silence in the middle of the night. It's the hardest kind of morning, the cruelest kind of danger, to wake up to the person that became a total stranger. You're still here, but you're gone. I'm holding on to a ghost until the breaking of the dawn. Who are you? Where did she go? The more I look at you, the less I seem to know. Nice to meet you, I guess. You became a stranger. Yeah, you became a stranger. Yeah, you became a stranger. I'm sitting in the kitchen of this 2020 year, watching the dust settle in the atmosphere. It wasn't a crash or a sudden glass break. It was a million small choices you chose to make. A quiet withdrawal, a look turned away. You were dismantling us every single day. I was a house that you emptied out room by room, until I was just a hollow shell in the gloom. If you pulled the trigger, I'd know where I fell, but you let the water rise inside a well, 1 inch at a time, until I couldn't breathe, giving me no reason to stay, but no permission to leave. Because you broke me slowly, bit by little bit, watching the fire until you smothered every bit of it. It wasn't a landslide, it wasn't a roar, it was the sound of a key slowly turning in the door. I didn't notice the pieces were hitting the floor, until there was nothing left of me anymore. It's a long distance torture, a cold-hearted holy, the way that you broke me so slowly. Now I'm retracing the months and the maybes we had, searching for the moment where good turned to bad, but it's a blur of indifferent finds and okays, a map of 1,000 distracted and distant delays. You didn't cut the tether, you just let it fray, watching the wind carry the pieces away. Mercy or grace compared to the way you erased every trace. I was dying in inches while you were just bored, falling on the edge of a blunt-edged sword. I'd rather you hated me, I'd rather you scream, than to be the victim of a love you undreamed. Because you broke me slowly, bit by little bit, watching the fire until you smothered damage is old. I'm a story that's already been told. I never even felt the first crack. You broke me so slowly. I'm still drinking coffee from that chipped ceramic cup, the one you said was ours before you gave the hours up. I'm still living in the house with the walls a shade of cream, the colors that we picked when we were building up a dream. It's 2010, you see fleece and the world is moving fast, but I'm a jagged statue, still a prisoner of the past. I see you on the digital screen, a stranger with your eyes, living out a version of a life I don't recognize. You got a brand new city and a brand new set of friends. You're finding all the places where the neon never ends, but I'm still standing on the corner where you said we'd never part, tracing all the old foundations of a broken open heart. Because you changed and I stayed exactly the same. I'm still the keeper of the spark, I'm still the shadow of the flame. You moved the mountains and you walked into the blue, while I'm still the person who is waiting here for you. It's a lopsided tragedy, the story left behind. You're a brand new chapter, I'm the one you can't unwind. You found a different rhythm, you found a different sky, but you changed, and I didn't even try. You're wearing different layers now, you're speaking in a tone that makes me feel like everything we had was just a loan. I'm still holding on to promises like they were made of stone, while you're treating forever like a place you've outgrown. I haven't changed the passcode or the lock upon the door. I'm still the old ways that you don't need anymore. Is it easy to be fluid? Is it easy to be light? To shed a whole identity in the middle of the night. I'm a heavy solid object in a world of ghosts and glass, watching every version of the life we wanted pass. I'm still me and you're someone I have never even met. I'm the only one who hasn't found the exit from us yet. Because you changed and I stayed exactly the same. I'm still the keeper of the spark, I'm still the shadow of the flame. You moved the mountains and you walked into the blue, while I'm still the person who is waiting here for you. It's a lopsided tragedy, a story left behind. You're a brand new chapter, I'm the one you can't unwind. You found a different rhythm, you found a different sky, but you changed, and I didn't even try. You're a butterfly, I'm the cocoon. You're the morning sun, I'm the midday moon. I'm still here, I'm still waiting, I'm still waiting. I'm still different now. You changed, I stayed. I'm still drinking coffee from that chipped ceramic cup, The one you said was ours before you gave the hours up. I'm still living in the house with the walls a shade of cream. The colors that we picked when we were building up a dream. It's 2020 size and the world is moving fast, but I'm a jagged statue, still a prisoner of the past. I see you on the digital screen, a stranger with your eyes, living out a version of a life I don't recognize. You got a brand new city and a brand new set of friends. You're finding all the places where the neon never ends, but I'm still standing on the corner where you said we'd never part, tracing all the old foundations of a broken open heart. Because you changed and I stayed exactly the same. I'm still the keeper of the spark, I'm still the shadow of the flame. You moved the mountains and you walked into the blue. I'm still the person who is waiting here for you. It's a lopsided tragedy, a story left behind. You're a brand new chapter, I'm the one you can't unwind. You found a different rhythm, you found a different sky. But you changed, and I didn't even try. And I didn't even try. You're in different layers, now you're speaking in a tone that makes me feel like everything we had was just a loan. I'm still holding on to promises like they were made of stone, while you're treating forever like a place you've outgrown. And I haven't changed the passcode or the lock upon the door. I'm still the always that you don't need anymore. Is it easy to be fluid? Is it easy to be light? To shed a whole identity in the middle of the night. I'm a heavy solid object in a world of ghosts and glass, watching every version of the life we wanted past. I'm still me and you're someone I have never even met. I'm the only one who hasn't found the exit from us yet. Because you changed and I stayed exactly the same. I'm still the keeper of the spark, I'm still the shadow of the flame. You moved the mountains and you walked into the blue. I'm still the person who is waiting here for you. It's a lopsided tragedy, a story left behind. You're a brand new chapter, I'm the one you can't unwind. You found a different rhythm, you found a different sky. But you changed, and I didn't even try. I didn't even try. You're a butterfly, I'm the cocoon. You're the morning sun, I'm the midday moon. I'm still here, I'm still waiting, I'm still the same. You look so different now. You changed. You changed. I stayed. I stayed up watching the streetlights fade, counting the promises that you never made. I was the anchor when the waves got high, but you were looking for a different sky. I left the porch light on for a year, waiting for a ghost that would never appear. I practiced my happy in front of the glass, but I'm just a witness watching you pass. I was your maybe, or sometimes your friend, while you were my always disappear. But you can't make a heart wanna stay in a room when it's already chasing a different bloom. I was the chapter you wanted to close. I was the thorn and she was the rose. And it's a quiet kind of thunder, a slow kind of fall, to know that I gave you my heart, soul, and all. But when the smoke cleared and the choices were made, I was the price that you willingly paid. It wasn't a mistake, it wasn't a lie. You just saw a light that wasn't in my eyes. I didn't lose you in a fair or a fight. You just chose someone else to hold you tonight. Yeah, you chose her, and I'm still here, fading like a whisper that you'll never hear. I'm just the shadow of a love that was true, but I wasn't the one. No, I wasn't the one for you. You chose someone